Hi YouTubers, Charlie Tango 1 here. I mainly do, I've been doing mainly leather work, which is from my trade. I just retired now, and I do bits and pieces at home. But what I wanted to tell you was I got interested in bushcraft and the like about 3 years ago, when I came across a video on YouTube about survival staffs, I think they call them. Americans, a lot of Americans, they seem to be going in for quite a lot of it. Anyway, I thought I'll have a go at that. So this was my first attempt about 3 years ago, and then I just went from there. So this is the one that I've actually produced, and I didn't know, I was just doing it blind really. But what I decided to do with it was, let's get this off and so that we can see what we're doing. On the outside I covered it in camo, not the shiny one, but I put this on there as well, which is a telescopic fishing rod, and it just goes out and out and out and out. Brilliant little thing this is. I don't know where I got it, but anyway, it's got a little loop on the very end, a little eye on the very end there, and what I found was you could fix a bit of line to that, and you can cast it through there, slip it through there if you wanted, and away you go. Well, there's so many different methods that they do use for the fishing line. Some put it through the loop, some tie it on the loop, but you're restricted as to how far you can throw it out then. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I can always run it through the loop. You can put the spare line on a cotton reel or a bit of nice wooden dowling, which is smoothed off and coned off, so when you cast it, it just peel off like an intrepid reel really. So I used one section of drain pipe I got from B&Q just round the corner there, and so the first thing I do is I put this compass on. That's the first thing I thought I'd do, get a compass on there. So I put that on there on the cap, stuck it on the top of the cap, and then I wasn't happy with that, so I decided to put one in the cap. So and an emergency whistle as well, and so that all helps. It's only going by what these Americans have put on there, and I was quite impressed really, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. But it's handy if you take this with you as well as your bug out bag. What you haven't got on your bug out bag, you know, you'll have in here, and the thing about it is it floats. So if you happen to lose it or drop it whilst getting across a river or something, you might have your fire starter in your kit. You've also got one in here, so somewhere. So if you drop this and it went in the river and you couldn't retrieve it, at least you've still got a fire starter, which you should always keep upon your person anyway. There's a couple of split rings here. Now these rings, I believe, are somewhere. I'll put them in there, but they are for a hand saw. So you just put the rings on the saw. I just screwed up some paracord, just put a load of that in there, and funneled that down, and it's all coming out the end of this thing. And then what I've done is I found online, let me get it out, you get those what's it, urine sample bottles you get from your doctors. Well, I've got some online, and I was surprised they fit in this tube absolutely perfect, and they just slide down there. These are always handy, aluminum sticks, you know, you crack them and give them a shake and away they go. They last for about 10 hours, they do, so they're pretty good. But it was really knowing what to put in here. Nice pen knife with all the tools and the gadgets on, but got everything in there, so corkscrew, everything. Cover it in a bit of polythene, that protects that. So you never know, do you? That's apart from the belts that you have on you. Nice little torch, they're always handy. Lovely little torch they are, brilliant little thing. That just sips in there, lovely it does. So I'm thinking, what can I put in here? These are those little bottles, urine bottles, handy they are. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I couldn't tell you what I've got in here. Oh, this is various threads, this is. Yeah, what I've done is I've got some bobbins off of a sewing machine and whacked the needle on there, insulation tape as well, and these are just, as you can see, machine bobbins. That's all they are. Put a bit of thread on there, nice thick hand needle, not one of them flimsy little things that the wife has for sewing her little blouses and all that. What have I got here? I don't even know what I've got in here myself now. I forgot what this is now. Hang on, this is a good... Still, perhaps some of you people know what that is. I ain't going to work it out because I don't know how much, how long you can have your video for. Wait a minute, something's happening here. Let's have a look. Oh, it's unscrewing, so... Oh yeah. There we go, of course it is. Matches. They waterproof matches. I knew I'd seen one of these online or something, and get the matches in it as well, I believe. I just couldn't remember what it was. That's that. Slip it up again, see what else comes out. Like bloody Christmas, isn't it? Another little bag. First aid stuff. Got in here, you've got purifying tablets. I think I've got some headache tablets in there. Some drawing pins, safety pins. You never know. Yeah, that's all that's in that one. And somewhere, I know, these are. I thought this is pretty good, really. Got different size tweezers in here, all different ones. Keep moving the camera out of the camera shot. But what I also did do is I got a bit of tin when I was doing a job in another job, and what I'd done is I had a slither off, and all I'd done was, I don't know if you can see that, I put the tin snips on it. Yeah, I'll show it with the light behind it, and just cut it with the tin snips, did a little slither, and then just stopped, and it naturally curled like that on its own. I thought, oh, that's enough. Ideal for a nice barb, and God, is that sharp. But ideal, you can tie that to a nice stick or shaft or something. You can wade and stab for fish, or you can you know, use it as a spear. It's tied up to you, but there you go. It's just something else I thought was handy to have. Right, another little goodies in here. I'm just trying to think where my saw blade is, and I'll put it in here somewhere, I believe. What's that one? Let's get them all out, see where we're at. I'll keep coming. Look, it's like a jamboree bag, isn't it? Let's see if you can remember what a jamboree bag is. Oh, I don't know what that is. Don't want to come out, that one. Oh, here we go. That one there. Oh yes, I know what that is now. Oh, there's another one. Surprised how many you can get in here. Really, I'm surprised. Yes, and I do believe we are empty. There you go. Empty now. So, going on from there, I've got fire starter, flint, with a shutter starter, what do you call it? I forgot these. I keep forgetting all the names. Some picture wire, always handy. Knock up a snare with that or whatever. Pencil. Yeah, that's all we have in that one. So that'll. Now, where else was we? In here, plasters. Got plasters in here. I won't take them out, but as you can see, plasters in there and sterile wipes, that sort of stuff. Never know, do you? And a lot of the Americans, they make them with make the shafts a steel shaft, or whether it's alley tube or whatever. But it comes out a bit heavy. I think so, anyway. Oh, and here's me. I've got my little lighter. I've got another little light, another little pen knife in this one. Nice little pen knife, that thing there. And also what I've got in, that's my saw I was telling you about. Let's make sure you get that in. There's the saw with the rings on, and you just put these rings on each end, and you got yourself a hand saw. But then I've made buck saws now, so there you go. And also you've got those very small can openers. They're only about this high. Just nibble them up. They nibble away at a can. Oh, now, and this is the other one. Cotton wool, soaked with Vaseline, not completely, so that you can pull it apart, so that you've got fibres there that's not soaked in Vaseline. You know, and but I've got all this stuff in my bug out as well, you know. So my bug out bag, well, I've got 3. Started collecting them. I've got 4 bags now. Here's your fishing line. Just a bit of tape on there to hold it there, but that's all I use. This actually, funny enough, this is me wooden. I forgot what you call it now, for when I'm doing my leather. I'm polishing off the edge of my leather. I forgot the name. It just keeps going. You forget half the names, but anyway, I made another one which was more suitable, because this is more V-shaped. These here, they're more V-shaped. Well, the leather's not like that on the edge. It's rounded really. So unless you put a file in there, but all I've done, I've got some doweling, put it on my electric drill, put the drill in the vise, and I just put the file in there, and I made them round to suit myself. So I've got various sizes. Anyway, there's the fishing line on there, and you can put your hook on there, cast it, use the rod, one-eyed rod, to cast it out, and you can fix it down. We've even got a little yo-yo, those fishing yo-yos. You can use them, tie it to that they self-hook the fish on. I also use that for me snares, or if I want to snare rabbits. So and you'll say now, yeah, he's got all that, hasn't he? He's got the fishing on. He ain't got no fishing hooks and floats. Well, yes, I have. Here they are. And I've got little weights in there, so you can ledger it. You can do a bit of float fishing. I've got some lures in there, so you can do a bit of spinning if you want. Although that's a bit tedious, keep having to throw your line out and pulling it in. But at least you got those things in there. They're all stuffed in there, and it's surprising what you can get in these little things. They're really handy. Anyway, that was my little attempt at doing a survival shaft or staff. Quite pleased with it really, considering it's the first one I've done, like. But then, as a lot of you find out, when you get to my age, you start to get, you know, it's all very well saying, oh, you lucky bugger, you're retired and everything else, you know. But after time, you're thinking, well, what am I going to do with myself now? So now that I no longer do saddle making, and I trim upholstery as well, and I do a lot of leather work. I re-blue barrels on air guns and shotguns. Make leather bags, leather not gun slips, because you can't. As a philosophy, my father always said that, son, he says, if you can buy it off the shelf cheaper than you can make it, don't bother making it. And that's a very true fact, that when they're done in vast numbers like that, you can't compete with them sort of people when you're a one-man band thing. So but as I say, I'm retired now, but I'm still active as far as I'm concerned, and I like to do things, so it keeps me occupied. I've got my little shed there that I do my work in, and I've done 2 barrels just like that. I've done one for a friend, and next thing you know, a chap's come all the way up from Sussex. He wanted his barrel done as well. I've got it on my YouTube channel anyway, if you want to look at those, and I give a bit of narration on the video as I'm going through, like, but sometimes it can get a bit boring, so I just cut it off. I do tend to rabbit on a bit, as you can probably gather, but there you go. This is my first attempt at a video. I don't know if there's a subscribe button, or like it or don't like it, whatever. I won't say I don't really care. I do care, because there's a lot of people out there, like myself. Certain things, we don't know everything, but there's always something you don't know, and so you look on YouTube, you only got to type it in the search bar, and voila, up it comes, and you think, oh, that's handy, and before you know where you are, you're having a go, you're grabbing the bull by the horns and you're having a go at it, which I think is good, really, because it's too easy to say, oh, I couldn't do that, or I'll get someone else to do that, but the trouble is, it can cost you an arm and a leg to do that. But perhaps unfortunate, my father showed me a lot of things to do when I was a lad, like, you know, so if you take that on board, it's valuable information. There's a lot of the trades dying now, and it's not being handed down, and all these trades are dying, and it's a shame, really, because there's so many things out there, and the government now has decided, oh yes, we're going to do all these apprenticeship schemes and this, that and the other, like, but the trouble is, a lot of the tradesmen have died. They're dead and buried now, and it's a shame. I mean, there's Jack Lowe, I think his name is. He's a gunsmith. He must be about 79, 80. Nice old boy. Anyway, he went over to America. He used to work up in the Birmingham guns. He went over to America, and he was working for a company called Brownells, and I think he does a bit of teaching there and what have you for people. But the knowledge that man has is unbelievable. I mean, you could sit there and watch video after video. He is so clever, that man. Sit there and he'll make a trigger, and he'll make a shear spring. You know, he's just, and he knows it's the strengthening of it, how to heat it up, and cast on and cast off on your shotgun stocks and everything. And it's brilliant watching the man do the work, and it's just a natural born. You know, thank God I wouldn't dare attempt to do that. Anyway, I hope you like the video, and I don't know how long I'm allowed. This has been going, so I think it's telling me I've got 2 minutes. I assume that's 2 minutes left. So there we are. Charlie Tango 1's my handle. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it's going to be beneficial to somebody. Good luck, and thanks for watching.